She said it as if she were sparing me. "Please, don't come to my wedding." The words hung between us, cruelly soft. My hands were still dripping with bleach water, the smell of detergent clinging to my skin. "Why?" I managed to ask. She wouldn't look at me. "I don't want people to know you clean houses," she murmured. Then my mother's voice joined in, calm and cold as marble. "We'll tell everyone you're gone. Don't ever reach out again." They stood there together, my mother and sister, faces I loved, now strangers to me. I didn't argue. I just stood in that doorway, trying not to break as I walked away, leaving behind everything I thought I meant to them. That was 3 months ago, when our father abandoned us. I was 15 and she was 10. I became her parent, her protector, her provider. I scrubbed floors at dawn, waited tables at night, paid for her uniforms, her tuition, her future. She used to hold my hand and promise, "One day I'll make it all worth it." But time and ambition rewrite promises. She climbed high, wearing confidence like perfume, marrying into wealth that gleamed like a crown. And me? I became the secret she wanted buried. When her invitation arrived, then was cruelly withdrawn, I told myself to forgive. But forgiveness doesn't live where betrayal sleeps. 3 days before the ceremony, a woman whose office I cleaned mentioned a name that stopped my heart. My sister's fiancé. She worked in City Hall and had access to files most people never see. "He's being investigated quietly," she whispered. "Fraud, fake charities, shell companies, all under my sister's name." And my mother's signature was on one of the documents, a trust transfer that would hand everything my sister owned in the moment they married. The two of them had built a trap, and she was a prize. I sat alone that night and cried until my eyes ached. Then I began to plan. I still cleaned the city offices. I knew people, quiet, kind people who owed me small favors. I gathered everything, files, scans, recordings, proof that could ruin them all. Then I sent a single message to my sister. "Congratulations. I hope he's everything you believe he is." On the morning of her wedding, I delivered a small brown envelope to the venue. No return address, no note, just a USB drive inside. By the time she began walking down the aisle, she'd already seen what was on it. Every forged document, every fake company, every betrayal, all laid bare. Her groom smiled at her, unaware that his empire was collapsing. Our mother glowed with pride, her mask still perfect. They didn't know that I hadn't sent the evidence only to her. I'd sent it to the police, the press, and his business partners. At 3:17 p.m., her phone started buzzing. Then another, and another. Murmurs rippled through the guests. Outside, sirens began to echo closer. The ceremony froze when uniformed officers entered the hall. Her fiancé went pale as they handcuffed him in front of everyone. My mother fainted when she realized it wasn't just him they were after. And my sister, she looked around the room, searching for me. But I wasn't there. I sat in my small apartment, watching the live stream replay on my phone. Her mascara smeared, her veil torn. The news headline scrolled across the screen. CEO arrested in massive fraud case. Bride's family implicated. By nightfall, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. My sister, my mother, relatives I hadn't heard from in years. None of them got an answer. I powered it off and whispered to the empty room, "You told them I was dead." Then I smiled, softly, without regret. They buried me once in shame. This time, I buried them in truth.